Hi, does your life feel like Groundhog Day? Are you repeating patterns of behavior over and over again? Are you still trying to lose weight? Are you dealing with the same back pain? Are you in the same relationship loop? Well, I'm Dr. Chris Storty, and today I'm with Kathryn Rose, and we're going to talk about her work and how it might be able to help you with these issues. And before we're done, you're going to get an opportunity to get some help breaking these patterns. So first, I'd like to introduce Kathryn. Kathryn and I have worked together for 18 years. Clients who've worked with both of us achieve a level of healing and a breakthrough growth that is not only life altering, but on physical, emotional, and spiritual levels. If I had to describe her in one word, I would say master. Her knowledge, her clarity, her insights alone make her a unique practitioner. Her training and the way she uses that knowledge sets her apart from anyone in her field. And her clients always tell me that she's the best. She helps them. She gets results. It's not just because, and it's because how much she cares. Her way of communicating is validating, it's truthful, and it really helps to get to the source of the problem. It gets people changes quickly and gets their goals achieved. So now listen, some of you know, some of you don't. You may think I'm biased because Kathryn and I are married, but it's really the other way around. We're married because she's so amazing, and she's a person like her really only comes around once in a lifetime. So I had to make sure we got married. So today I'm going to give you a glimpse into what her work can do for you and why you should be part of her universe, whether it's individual sessions or part of one of her specialized groups. So Kathryn, thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
So I'm just going to give you a series of questions, and we're going to dive right into this because I want to get to know you better. I want people to hear your work and why it might be able to help them. So would you first just tell us, how did you start with your work?
Sure. So, in my late 20s, I was really ill. My body had become loaded with toxins. It wasn't functioning properly. My weight had dropped to 85 pounds, and I was suffering with chronic pain. And I was barely functioning. And I had exhausted the medical community. It offered me what it could, but nothing helped, nothing made a difference. And I was really left in a kind of hopeless place.
I hear that a lot from patients. So what did you do to get yourself out of that?
I wanted to get better. And it was unacceptable to me to stay that way. So I began researching other ways to get help. And I was fortunate. I found other practitioners to help me.
Now, what was it that they did? How did they help you, basically?
In many ways, but one way that really stands out to me is that they helped me understand that my physical issues didn't just exist on one level. There were other levels that needed healing. Um, that my body was not going to let go of the toxins until I addressed the underlying emotional and mental energies that were fused to those toxins. And through doing the work with them, my body began to release toxins, it began to heal. I started to feel better. My hope was restored, and I really started to believe I was going to be healthy again and have a good life.
Well, I know your story, and I know how much you put in and how much effort it took to get well. And the fact that you did is inspiring. And I know your healing was actually instrumental in you becoming a practitioner to help others.
It was. Throughout my healing, I decided to learn the healing modalities that helped me get well. And at first, it was completely selfish. It was all about me. I just wanted to be able to help myself as much as possible in addition to the help I was receiving. But as time went on and I started to heal and feel better, I realized I wanted to help other people in this way as well. So I trained to become a practitioner and help others. And I've been working with clients full time now for over 20 years.
Because when we got together, you were a practitioner, and we started to realize that our work would really complement each other. So would you explain how that works for you?
Yeah, we both remove interference so that healing can take place. You do it through removing interference in the nervous system, taking toxins out of the body and putting good nutrition in. And I release physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual energy blocks so that healing can happen. And I connect people with the energies and vibrations that they need to support their goals and their physical health. It's like the same recipe, we just do it in different ways and on different levels.
Right.
But I feel like when you put it together, it's the whole package.
It definitely is. People tell us that all the time, how they accelerate so much faster when we're both working together with them. And it's really fun to watch people change like that too. It's exciting to see someone really blossom and go from a place where they're really, things are really hurting or they're not functioning properly, and they just really come out of it. So it's been so much fun. So you're a vibrational healer. How would you describe that?
I work with energy and vibration to help release and clear energetic blocks that keep people stuck so that they can heal and move forward. I'm clearing the blocks that allow them to go to their next level of healing. And I know that some people listening might say, oh, I have back pain or neck pain or knee problems. Like, what does that have to do with me? But it's important for people to understand that all issues, whether they're emotional, mental, and especially physical problems, they don't just exist in our physical body. There's always a corresponding problem in one or more layers of a person's energy field. And all layers need to be addressed for healing to really take place. And that's where my work comes in. I work on those other levels.
So now I heard you say a word. Would you define it for it? So the word block. What is a block?
Yeah, so a block can be so many different things. It may be a belief, a perception, a judgment, a negative energy, an imprint, a pattern, a memory. And that's just to name a few. But these are the types of things that constitute blocks, and they become energetic blocks. Those are the things that get stuck and get in the way of healing or changing or shifting or growing for people.
I got it. So if they remove the block, then they would have access to whatever they're trying to achieve. Is that kind of the concept?
Yes, like when I'm working with someone, I am looking for those blocks or those root causes of why they're stuck or why they're not making the progress that they want towards their goal.
I mean, that makes sense. That's really what my work, my chiropractic is too. I'm not trying to change a symptom, but I'm trying to remove the thing that's blocking them from getting the goal that they're looking for. So it's
Exactly.
the same thing. Well, there are often some preconceived ideas about the work you do, because most people don't realize the amount of training you've gone through and the time it takes to get here. So tell us about your path and how you got it.
Yeah, so I understand that. I run into that time, sometimes people not understanding, how you come to do this work. I began my training by becoming a Reiki master teacher of both Usui and White Light Reiki. And then later on, I became a tuning fork instructor, and I was sort of focusing on the physical level at that time. And then after a while, my work expanded to include focusing on the emotional and mental levels. And at that point, I became a one brain practitioner and an IET master instructor. And then down the line, it expanded further to include working on the spiritual and soul levels when I became a MAP and SRT practitioner. And fairly recently, I've expanded again to include working on the ancestral and soul family levels as well for people. So, there was a progression of moving higher and higher in vibration and including more and more levels that I could work on people. And my training and certifications have, taken me, a good 20 years and of education and fine tuning of my intuitive abilities, and it continues, and I believe it always will.
I see that all the time. You're constantly studying and learning and gathering more information. And really your work has evolved beyond just single sessions. And what I really love about your work is how it integrates the vibrations from all of the healing methods that you're trained in, and that you create this like tailor-made session for each person. You don't just practice one modality. You pull all the methods and all the vibrations together, and that creates a unique session based on that person's goals and needs. And I think you get a better result than anyone I've ever heard of before. Of course, I'm biased, but you got it. So what are the different ways that you actually work with clients?
I offer individual sessions by phone, And I offer group healing sessions and healing workshops via Zoom. And all my work is done remotely.
That's why we don't see you in the office all the time, but when you do come in, it's exciting. So you also have a workshop coming up next weekend. Tell us more about that.
So this is called the Heart Link with Your Angels Healing Workshop. It's Saturday, February 19th, 12 p.m. Eastern Time. It's a Zoom workshop, and we're going to learn a simple technique to connect to your healing angels and receive their healing energy. And it's really simple to learn, easy to use. Once you learn it, you're going to be able to use it forever. And people who learn it love it and use it all of the time.
So who are the people that need this workshop?
Everyone needs this workshop,
I'm sure.
truly. But, anyone who wants to help themselves, right? There are so many people with pain, anxiety, stress. They need help relaxing. They need help meditating. This workshop can be, really a jumping off point for that for people. It's a way to help yourself on your own when you're at home, at night when you're tired and something aches or you're stressed. So I really feel like this type of workshop empowers people to help themselves, and they can feel less dependent on others. It's important to see, your chiropractor. It's important to have sessions with me, but we're not available in the middle of the night when someone's in pain or they're suffering. So, this workshop can help teach them a technique that they can use always, anytime.
Absolutely. Well, I've taken this class several times, and I use the learning, the things that you taught us. I use it all the time, and it helps me kind of center, helps me feel more connected. And I didn't realize it, before the first time I took it, I didn't realize how many avenues of life that you can work with just by the sessions you learn in this short. I think it's maybe less a couple hours, 2-hour class or so. And I can learn something I can take with me for such a long period of time. So it really is a valuable workshop. So if someone if they were ready to sign up or they want to learn more about it, where would they go?
So I think you were going to put up there's a link to my website, krosehealing.com. People can feel free to call me or even to just have a free consultation with me. I'd be happy to answer their questions about the workshop or anything else that I do.
Yeah, so you offer a free consultation for anybody that was interested.
Yes.
If you went to her website here, K Rose Healing, on the menu on the right side, you'll see there's a link for a free consultation. If you click that, you'll be able to follow the scheduling links and pick a time that works for you. It's actually a great thing you can find at any time. Well, great. Well, this has been fantastic. Thank you for doing this.
No, thanks for having me.
Yeah, it's this is an early version of us working together on the computer and online. Yeah. And what I'm looking forward to is in the future, we're going to have more topics. I'm going to do live with Dr. Chris. It'll be happening Fridays at 2:00. If I get the technology right, you should be able to watch it anytime after the live session. You'll see more interviews. We'll have deep conversations and discussions on relevant topics. And I really hope to expand the understanding that my patients and I share in the office, and we share that to the world. So anyway, thank you, Kathryn. Thanks for being here with me. And everybody, I hope you sign up for the class. And if you have any questions, contact Kathryn here at the website that's just below. All right. Goodbye, everybody, and be well.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.